This is the Sports Dynasty Podcast. I'm Trevor, and this is Juan. Before we get started, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We're on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play Radio, Stitcher Play Radio, at Podcast Dynasty on Twitter. We're on Facebook and Instagram. Check us out. Be a part of the conversation. Thank you guys for participating another week of the Pick'ems. You know, it's gonna be a lot of fun weeks. Yeah, it's gonna be great. How you feeling?
You're like forcing everything out.
No, I'm not forcing everything out.
That's what it looks like.
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, I got my picks in, right?
Yes.
I have a feeling I'm gonna go against everything that I put.
More likely, yes.
I got that feeling.
More likely, but don't worry, it's already.
Yeah, because I'm trying to put in my bets for the week, and like half of them that I have, I don't know if it goes with my picks. I don't know what's gonna happen. This is probably the worst betting week ever, and I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah, I know. You know why? I mean, as far as I'm already down 0-1 in my picks right now.
Because, yeah, me too. Because
let's
talk about it.
The stupid trash garbage Denver Broncos. Like what? You couldn't beat a hospital team. They both in the hospital.
All right, let's go through why this happened, because they got ran on serious. Look, Von Miller getting hurt, right? But that's their only real front seven player that they have. Because what happened to Bradley Chubb? He's on IR or something?
I don't know what happened to him.
I think that's what he must be in IR or something. Because
I haven't heard his name in forever.
That's what I'm saying. And I don't even know who the linebackers are, to be 100% honest. So they got ran on by some, what's the dude's name?
Ernest Johnson.
Yeah, that thing.
A guy from the AAF. That league before they got.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. So they got ran on all day. That front seven is trash, straight up. But that's not the big reason why they lost, though. Offensively, they couldn't move the ball against Cleveland, whose every player on their defense has a plus sign next to their name.
Yeah. Oh, they're injured. Either they're injured or they're just like, hey, you can throw on me because we're not going to stop it.
You know what I'm saying? And they couldn't move the ball at all. So that Bridgewater experiment is failing miserably, as you can probably tell.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I think it's... I don't know. I'm not sure if they did it already. I think... actually, I'm lying. They did do it already. You know, they got a GM in Denver to, make the decisions now because...
You mean... the GM that's actually just a poster boy? I'm pretty sure Elway's still making decisions around
Listen, John Elway.
He needs to go.
It's time for him to go, yeah.
It was time for him to go a few years ago, actually. Yeah. But in all seriousness,
it's time for him to go. It's time for him to go. He's actually he's failed every single time in developing and finding to develop a quarterback. Every Paxton Lynch, Trevor Siemian, Drew Lock,
Brock Osweiler.
Yeah.
My way is better.
Yeah, yes. Because Cleveland hates that guy too. And Houston hates him too. Houston hates him.
No, Houston hates
him.
That 2016 Houston team was not bad. He was by far the reason why they didn't win more games that they have. Yeah, because they should have. If we had a decent quarterback, they could have beat us that year in that playoff game.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Thanks.
But yeah, in all seriousness, it's time for him to go. It's time for him to go.
No, he hasn't done anything well. He hasn't done anything well.
Like 2013 seemed like a long time ago. 2014.
Yeah, when he went over to this day, I do not understand how he had that much cap room to sign all the players that he signed that year. I do not understand. He got Talib and T.J. Ward and all these other, like, how did you afford Emmanuel Sanders? Like, how did you afford all these players, bro? And that's just like 3 of like the 20 that they signed for that 2014 year, which they underachieved, by the way. How did he get that? So he bought his way to a championship. I still think it's illegally, but that's nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. Mm-hmm. And ever since then, they have done nothing. DeMarcus Ware is another one they bought. Nothing. Then the kids they got now, like the receivers and Patrick Surtain, whatever, that's starting to come up. Okay, cool. But you had your mitts on Fields or Jones. Mm-hmm. 2 surefire prospects. And you draft the cornerback, which at the time I didn't hate.
Right, which I didn't hate at all. And which, by that, you doing that, you decided, hey, we're going all in on Drew Lock, and
traded for Bridgewater.
So when he did that, I'm like, yeah, he's not all in on Drew Lock, but you drafted him, so you realize you made a mistake there because he's not good.
He sucks. Yeah,
he sucks. But yeah, it's at a certain point you gotta do something now.
Yeah, it's the only reason why he's still there is because he's John Elway. He's like the owner of the freaking Broncos. Like that franchise doesn't really exist nowadays without him.
Yeah.
So that's like why you're still there, because of your name. Let's keep it real. I still think they should have drafted Parsons at that draft instead of Surtain.
I do,
and that might have helped you because your front seven is garbage. So you probably should have drafted him at this point. But they more so, they look like they should have got one of those 2 quarterback prospects. They need a quarterback real bad. And Jones is doing his thing in New England, even though Big Daniels and company don't let him. But he's still doing his thing, and Justin Fields is getting better every week. So yeah, Elway, no bueno. No bueno. The only way you basically not start over, but you need to reconstruct your front office at this point because it's getting obvious. It was obvious 3 years ago that Elway wasn't it anymore. But come on, dude. You're just wasting a lot of these players' talents at this point. It's getting pretty sad. Cleveland's case, this means nothing to me. I really don't care.
It doesn't at all. It just proves that Case Keenum is a solid backup quarterback.
Heck yeah.
Solid backup quarterback. He'll win you some games. Not for the long run, but he'll win you some games. I like this Ernest Johnson guy. You can tell the hunger. Obviously, my brother is obviously a Browns fan. He said, "Oh, it's just he was like, oh my God, we had him the entire time." Well, listen, he's only there just he's basically auditioning for a contract.
Yeah, because he ain't gonna play no more after those 2 get hurt. I'm getting
definitely not. Again. So yeah, so he's playing. So he played well. You see the hunger in him. So he wants to make it in this league, and someone next year will pick him up next year.
Yeah, good for him.
Good for him.
I don't really care. Now, let's go on to Sunday. We wasted no time on those bum teams. Let's talk about other bum teams that don't matter so far. Like the Panthers going to New Jersey Giants. The Panthers are favored by 3 on the road, and the over and under is 42. I believe the injuries on the Giants are still a thing. I want to say that I checked yesterday, the receivers still hurt, all of them. And Andrew Thomas still hurt. Their only good offensive lineman is still hurt.
Yes.
So I don't understand how is it possible that they win this game. I'm picking Carolina, which I did in the pick.
I'm picking Carolina too.
If they lose this game, we have a massive, hilarious episode for you on Sunday night. But I don't see how it's possible that they get to score on this defense. I don't see how you do it.
How you score at all?
Yeah.
Like move the ball at all. And you see what they did. You know what it is, and very, very briefly.
Please. I don't want to spend
time very briefly. It's a organization issue that needs to be. Joe Judge, and a lot of people talk about Joe Judge, talk about he just started there, but a lot of the things that he does, especially with I'm sick and tired of the hoorah, like the school gym teacher type of speeches before. It's annoying,
especially when you haven't earned the right to be treated that way. Patricia. Sorry. So I don't get why they like I'm this, I'm that. Who are you?
Listen, they need to get listen.
Listen. Supposed to earn that.
He needs to get rid of everybody, honestly speaking. And he's looking
I don't go that far yet, but it's feeling that way though.
No, I think he needs to get rid of everybody. Get rid of everybody and start completely over again. Because
Gettleman, yeah, that needs to go. Oh yeah, everybody, including I feel like even the most biased Giants fans will agree with you at that point. Gettleman needs to go, no question.
You almost have to give it all. If you almost have to give it all of them, almost to the point, almost because they brought everybody in. He brought everybody, all of them in.
He did. That's true.
So you may have to get rid of everybody, but they were here. The Giants are not winning this game. The Giants are.
They better not.
The Giants are not winning this game, and in Carolina too. Again, even with all the injuries there, the fact they gave you 3 points underdog on the road. That says a lot about y'all too. That hey, y'all got figured out, and people will not really mess with y'all like they were in the beginning of the year.
They're favorites though in this game. Whatever.
Yeah, but 3.5 points on the road. That's not a lot.
But from what I know, their receiving core is not very good in Carolina. They drop a lot of freaking balls.
They do.
It's pretty pathetic. At least the defense is fast and athletic, and they get to where they got to go. So again, I would not be surprised if the Giants score anything less than 7. 7 is probably the highest I can muster for this defense. So I like the points easily for the Panthers. I'll go under. But yeah, Panthers should easily win this game. So that's already enough time wasted. Lions at Rams. Rams are favored by 16. It went down 16, and the over and under is 50.5. I hate giant spreads. But this is my favorite. There is not a way that the Rams don't put up 38 and win by 28. Because how the hell is Jared Goff going to score against a team that built him? Yeah.
Says someone who knows you very well and game plan. They practice against you for like years. They know you, sir. And it's gonna get ugly really bad.
It's gonna be quick. We're back. Sorry about that. If you even see it, I don't know if I'm gonna cut it out now. We'll find out. We were talking about what were we talking about?
The Lions and the Rams.
Lions and Rams. Oh yeah, the Rams are gonna beat the ever-loving crap out of this team. There should be no way in blue hell that the Lions have even a single shot. Not just because that their roster is horrific. The fact that their quarterback is gonna be read like a simple Dr. Seuss children's book.
I love the spread. I love the spread. That the spread too. But that comparison was hilarious.
Yeah, easy Dr. Seuss freaking Cat in the Hat children's book. It's gonna be so simple for the Lions. Though now it's to get their ass whooped. Yeah, I love the spread. I think I might be betting on that 16. Like, I don't see a world where that gets interrupted. Speaking of giant spreads, okay, we're back again. I probably should have wrote down when these happened so I could easily edit it. Oh well, whatever.
Yeah, make it more hard for you then.
Yeah, it is what I'm gonna listen to it again anyway. Anyway, back to football for the third time because people want to be calling me about my freaking food order. So let's just move on. We're talking about. I'm gonna introduce Houston and Cardinals because that spread is even bigger. It's 18.5 for the Cardinals at home, and the over and under is 47.5. This spread, it should probably be matched. Yes. 18.5. Yeah, I wouldn't bet on it because that's almost 20. That actually went up. It was 17 earlier today. 18.5 is ridiculous. I'm trying to figure out the biggest spread I've ever seen. I think was it Kansas City and Jets last year. It might have been 21.
That was 22 or 23.
20. I think it was 21. It went down to by the time game got kicked off. 21 was the biggest I've ever seen. 18.5. Cardinals are going to match this though. Davis Mills is there. No, he going to play well against New England. If Tyrod Taylor was quarterback, I will bet Texans to meet that spread. Only to lose by 17. Not 18.5. So I don't think we have to go over this game. Houston is garbage, and Arizona is the undefeated team. They're gonna take it easily. I'm sure they're gonna cruise in this game. They're waiting for the final week when they're playing against the Packers on Thursday night. So we're gonna talk about this game. We already wasted enough time, especially with people calling me during my podcast recording. Eagles at Raiders. Raiders favored by 2.5 at home. The over and under is 48.5. I can never get a freaking read on this Eagles team. This team is really hard to read. I know offensively they suck, but their defense usually performs pretty well. But they're going to be going away to Las Vegas. I don't know. I'm usually to get a little wary when East Coast teams usually fly out to the West to play.
I'm going to go with the Raiders simply because how they've dominated Denver last week, which is not saying like Denver's garbage.
Obviously, I'm about to tell you that.
And I agree with you as far as Philadelphia. You can't read this team. Like, you don't know what Philly team you're going to get.
I pick Raiders too.
I put the Raiders too. But I think the Raiders are just a better team than them right now. But again...
They definitely are, no question.
But I would probably stay away from betting this game. I'll stay away from
it. Oh, heck yeah. I'm never put money on this game.
Stay away from this game completely because the Eagles may say, you bet against us? Hey, cool. We're going to lose this game. Win by 2 points.
The favorite matchup that I like in this one is I think Lane Johnson is back. So him versus Max Crosby. I would like to see how he fares against a pretty good right tackle. That's the one I'm going to be looking at if I decide to put it in our Sunday ticket. We'll see. But that's the one I'll be looking for. But I like Raiders. Come on, dude. Eagles. This is NFC East, man. Thank God Dallas is in it, right?
Yeah.
Let's go with another game that's trash. New England hosting the Jets. New England is favored by 7. Over and under is 42.5. The Jets are coming off a bye.
A loss in London to the Falcons. And who would have thought we would say a game that doesn't matter? Our New England Patriots. Who would have thought that? This is terrible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay attention to this game at all. I'm gonna pay attention to the Ravens and Cincinnati game. I'm gonna have the New England game on the small TV, and I'm gonna have the big one having the Ravens because I don't care about this game. I like New England to cover this spread at 7. I think I'll be betting on this too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start telling you about betting like permanently now because I do it, so I might as well do that because I'm betting Patriots. This Jets defense is good actually. People are gonna say it's like no, it doesn't.
It's good.
It's the fact that they spend 45 minutes a game on the field. That's why they look like they suck. But no, they don't. This offense is horrible. But I think after an extra week of preparation, they're actually going to play this game way tougher than they did against New England in week 2 when they played. The thing is that's not going to matter much. I think this is going to be the game where Belichick opens up a little bit offensively since playing conservative against the Jets. Why? So this is an inferior team by a mile. So we're gonna see more glimpses, and I think it's gonna be Mac Jones's first 300-yard passing game.
Like multiple touchdown passes, probably.
Yeah, I like 303 touchdowns. Hopefully, no interceptions. We'll see. But I think there's gonna be this type of game where the offense is gonna win this game. I like a 28-17 score. I think defense is gonna take it easy like they did against Houston. They had a little blip there after playing a very emotional, tough game against Tampa. Now they played a very emotional, tough game against Dallas last week. They're going to probably take it a little bit easy here. And Jets actually going to look like an offense, unlike they did in week 2. I like 28-17, covering the spread. Mac Jones going to look amazing. Hopefully the Titans get more involved in this game too. It's going to be more of an ask for Zach Wilson. I think he will not throw 4 picks. I think 2 is coming though.
I like you said how you said the Titans, like they were the Titans.
I said Titans?
You did.
I'm sorry.
Even though they were the
Titans of New York.
They were the Titans. I
did it on purpose.
In the AFL, so hey,
totally did on purpose.
It actually worked. Yeah.
Totally.
That worked.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, I'm in the Patriots too. Come on, there's no way. I know how bad we've played the last few weeks, especially defensively. The defensively and just not opening the playbook and playing scared. There's no way you can play scared against the Jets. There's no way you can do that. There's no way.
No.
Absolutely not. New England wins.
Yeah, New England win this game. I hope. Anything else that's worthless? There's actually a lot that's worthless. This week is ridiculous. Let's go Washington at Packers. Packers favored by 8. Over and under is 47.5. That's another game that I'm actually putting my money on. I like Packers spread this week. This Washington team is a freaking disgrace. Mm-hmm. Absolute disgrace. This secondary can't cover not a dang thing. And offensively, I don't know what the heck to expect. And for some reason, they don't run the football. Why? Arguably, their most important player is Antonio Gibson. They don't run the football like that. I don't know if it's an offensive line problem. I don't know if it's because they don't do it. I don't know what the hell the problem is. But Taylor Heineke should not be throwing
40 times a game.
Yeah, like it can't happen. He's not good. He's garbage. Yeah, I don't know if Fitzpatrick come back next week or something. I know he's been on temporary IR from the beginning, but I don't know what's up with that. Because they kind of need it. I don't even know if they need him at this point because they're so bad. Who cares?
Who cares now?
Yeah, I feel bad for them ignoring.
Me too. Yeah. And my fantasy feel bad for him too because my season's pretty much over in fantasy.
What?
My fantasy season's pretty much over.
No, it's fantasy. It's not possible. You never know. Stuff happens.
Whatever.
Yeah, but I feel bad for the front seven too because they do what they're supposed to do, like Chase Young company. But the secondary is so god awful that people get rid of the ball in like 0.75 seconds, and the front seven doesn't have time to get to the quarterback. It's pretty sad.
It's pretty garbage.
But damn, William Jackson, what a failed signing. I don't know what's up with that.
You know what? Washington needs to scrub themselves and start all over again.
That's your thing. This podcast, like you said that 3 times already.
This literally start over. Like Washington has so much stench on them. Like it's terrible.
They literally stank.
They're terrible. Next.
All right. How about Chicago at Tampa Bay? The Buccaneers are favored by 13. This one I don't like. And the over and under is 47. I don't like Tampa favored by that much. I think the Bears, they've had a really tough outing this year. I think they covered a lot of spreads than they're supposed to, which shows that Nagy's actually a pretty decent coach. For some freaking reason, he's always competitive. I don't know how, but that usually means good coaching. Yeah. Because the roster-wise, on paper, is not very good. So the fact that they're always in this game, we got to give them some credit. And Justin Fields getting better every single day. However, for some reason, I remember in the Jameis Winston regime, quote unquote, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they were probably the worst home team ever. They lost so many damn home games. Yeah, but Tom Brady's different. This is gonna be at Tampa, and Tom likes to play at his house. So, for all I know, they might actually cover this 13, and Tom puts up 1,000 touchdowns against this defense. But I don't think this defense is really good. They're I want to say top 6 in DVOA. The Chicago defense, like usual, they're always very good, very reliable. I'm interested to see if Aaron Rodgers will get utilized in this game because this Tampa secondary is injured to crap, just like Baltimore's is, and we gotta see a good passing game for Fields at some point. But that depends if Nagy unleashes him or not. I don't know.
True.
I don't know. But Tampa should win this game. I don't know. I'm gonna say they don't cover 13, but they're gonna win this game.
They won by 10.
Right. That's all bettors need.
They'll fight. It'll be fight early on, but then Tampa just pretty much just pulls away in the second half, like that. But
that's what I'm smelling.
Yeah, that's what's smelling too.
That's what I'm smelling. So if y'all want to bet any of the 3 double-digit spreads, this is the one to bet underdog to me out of the 3. Well, because the other ones are just that bad, I guess.
Houston and
Lions.
The Lions.
Yeah. What are we missing? The night games. I'm missing 3. All right. Falcons at Dolphins. Dolphins are not favored. They're actually 2.5 point underdogs at home. They are underdogs by as deserved. And the over and under is 48. Yeah, this Dolphins team is just a hot mess. These Deshaun Watson rumors keep coming up every 5 seconds. They're talking about that by the end of the week, which is now because it's Friday.
It's Friday. It's not happening.
Yeah, no. They're gonna trade for him apparently, and I keep hearing they're trying to keep Tua though. I'm very confused with that. I don't know. I don't want to get into that right now. It's not the podcast, so who cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, we can talk about that maybe next week in a live show. Oh yeah, we're trying to do a live show. I'm gonna remind you at the end of the episode, but we're trying to do a live show next week because the last one was so successful, and y'all love it so much. We'll do it again. I promised 2 episodes ago. I think I promised that we're gonna have one before November, and November's next week. So yeah, we have to do it next week. So, yeah, this Dolphins team is all type of messed up, and I read Xavier Howard might not play. And a couple other front seven guys might not play. So they might not have the defense, which they didn't have for the last 5 weeks.
Yeah.
But now they're injured too? Yeah, that's a massive issue. Yeah, Atlanta got this game in the bag, I'm pretty sure. Even they won't choke this away.
We could hope so.
Knock on wood.
We could hope so. I'm picking Atlanta to win this game, but we will hope so. They will find a way to screw this up, but there's no way you can screw this up. Tua is the quarterback, 1. So see, that's already an advantage on your side. Then the defense is, even though they were horrible the whole year, now they're injured. They're not even playing. So, come on. If you have Kyle Pitts and Calvin Ridley, I think you should start them this week in your fantasy because they're gonna go bananas. And yeah, Kyle, and this is whew. It's just Miami. It pisses me off more because the Patriots lost to them. It's still
because they have fumble.
It still irritates me how he lost to this team. Anyway, next.
Yeah, Chiefs at Titans. Chiefs are favored by 4.5, and the over and under is a whole ass 57.5. Titans are coming off a huge win on Monday night against Buffalo Bills.
Which I'm glad you mentioned that because I have no problem with the call whatsoever. That they did Sean McDermott.
Oh, with the sneak that failed?
I have no problem at all with it. No problem at all with it. So that's just my take right there. But also 2 really bad defenses going at it. If you love shootouts, which you know y'all do,
I'm pretty sure this is going over 57.5. Both are gonna score 30. I'm pretty sure.
How many terrible how many really bad non-look interceptions that Patrick Mahomes gonna throw?
Just one.
One?
Just one, yeah. I think he's gonna cut down his turnovers to just 1 this week. Julio Jones may be out again. AJ might be out again. Like they're both on the injury report. I think is it Caleb Farley? I forget the starting corner. I think Caleb Farley. He's probably gonna be out, which is a massive issue. I also did see Tyreek Hill in the injury report too, but I think he's gonna play. But Titans may be out a couple of receivers again. I think Julio Jones might. I think he's doubtful, but I think AJ might play. So
it's gonna be tough.
Yeah. So Kansas City's gonna win this game.
Yes.
Just off the strength that Tennessee ain't gonna have their team. So
yeah, it's just it's really bad because like I said about it, both defenses are terrible, but it's like the lesser of 2 evils. I'm picking the Chiefs only because Patrick Mahomes is light years better than Ryan Tannehill, and they have receivers, and unfortunately Tennessee does not.
They have receiver.
But even though so, the fact of the matter is that this could potentially be a high scoring game to the betting standards because both teams are terrible. It's like this is a lot. That Tennessee is really not that good.
We'll see what they do against Derrick Henry.
We'll see about that.
We'll see. Will he score a 70-yard touchdown this game?
And will the Chiefs go under 500 for the 4th time this season?
That's good. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure they're going to win the game. I'm going to save this game for last because it's the best game. Colts at 49ers. 49ers are now favored by 4. It actually went up. The over-under is 42.5. I had Colts at first. But I think Jimmy's coming back. A couple more 49ers coming back this game. I heard Paris Campbell is out, I read. And T.Y. Hilton might be out this week too. And I don't know if Xavier Rhodes coming back. So I wrote on the picks that the Colts gonna win. Now for the podcast, I think I'm gonna say the 49ers gonna win this game. I'm not even confident on it, to be honest. This is a tough game.
I'm gonna stick with Indianapolis because again, I'm just not sold on San Francisco.
Me neither.
They're just too inconsistent for me. There's some moments where you have they play against Arizona where they played pretty well. Like they held their own and like got blown the doors blown off the hinges.
Damn, man. But, you know what? No, screw it. I'm being a man. I'm sticking with Colts too. Forget it. I changed on podcast, changing back to what I wrote originally. Colts gonna win this game.
Yeah, I'm going Indianapolis as well. I just think that overall they're more consistent, even though they play hard, even though they shouldn't have lost that game against Baltimore on Monday Night Football. But this is the game they should win. I just can't. I don't trust San Francisco. I'm sorry, I don't.
I think we're gonna see a big game from the Colts defensive line. It needs to happen because they need to protect the secondary somehow. If they don't, Samuel and company is gonna have their way. Even with Bum Garoppolo, they're gonna have their way, man. I haven't seen that game from the defense of San Francisco yet, so I wonder if they're gonna be able to bottle up John Taylor and Marlon Mack. We'll see. They battle that run game up, then there's a massive issue Colts have to face. So those are your two X factors to me. I'm not sure who's gonna win this game, but like I said, I wrote Colts. I'm picking with Colts. Forget it.
Mm-hmm.
Saints at Seattle. Saints are favored by 4.5, coming off a bye, and Russell was not back, and Seattle was horrible. So Saints, let's go. Pretty easy to
yeah, that was pretty easy right then and there. Very, very easy.
Yeah, off a bye. I think Sean Payne has a pretty good record off a bye too. Yeah, they're gonna beat the hell out of this team.
Seattle, look how high the mighty have fallen for the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, Geno Smith 2 games in a row where he completely loses the game for them with the turnover. The first one wasn't his fault. The second one, like, yeah, that was. What were you thinking, buddy?
Yeah.
What were you thinking, buddy? But yeah, I expect the New Orleans Saints to win this game, and I wouldn't say they're gonna get blown out. Another thing, I think it'll be competitive for a little bit, then they pull away.
I think I like 10.
Yeah, but I say 30-20.
That's a lot of points.
30-20, New Orleans.
That's a lot of points. I was gonna put 20 points. It's the Saints. They are up and down just like the quarterback is.
That's why I said 30-20.
Andre, we keep saying that, but Jameis Winston's not really up and down. He's actually consistent. They bottle him up to make sure he doesn't do stupidity. So he's like this. He's not this high. He's not low. He's in the middle. And Sean Payne really is bottling him up to make sure you're doing anything dumb.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Though.
One more game. Game of the week, I think. Cincinnati going to Baltimore.
That is going to be tough.
I took off the thing. I think Baltimore's favored by 3. I think. And the over and under, I want to say is like 47, something like that. That's a tough game. Everything in my body, that's biased because I love my son Burrow. I love Joe Burrow very much. My favorite player in the league. I want to pick him so bad. On the picks, I pick Baltimore.
I pick Baltimore
and
too.
I'm going to probably stick with it. But this is going to be a huge test for Cincinnati, especially defensively. Because that's the unit that improved so much over the past year. I want to say that they are top 5 in DVOA, defensive DVOA also. And I want to say that they're actually a top 3 run defense too this year so far.
Well, they more likely
they're going to definitely get tested this Sunday.
They're going to see that. Also, Lamar has been playing phenomenal the last
MVP Jackson.
Yes, and which Crabtree doesn't want him to be MVP. Surprisingly, he felt he wasn't be MVP for him. He said he has it already. What I said,
and get another one.
I said get another one. First of all, he's definitely in consideration for MVP. Absolutely,
he's my MVP so far.
He's incredible right now, and I think like now that he's throwing the ball now, I'm like test this Cincinnati defense. Like if you can stop him from running the ball, which he does very well, and let him throw the ball. If he beats you with that, then
there's nothing you could do.
There's nothing you can do.
Like we said the last time we've had the episode, that's still the thing to do. You gotta make him throw the ball. Just that, unfortunately, he's a little more consistent now.
Yeah.
So he's getting broken. He didn't have a good throwing game against the Chargers though. He threw like 2 picks and they were all egregious, but he still hit when he has to hit. So good luck But again, this is the test for the Cincinnati
He's literally
defense.
A human cheat code.
He's becoming that.
He's literally almost there. Like
he's becoming broken. Like it's almost like how you stop this man. I don't know yet. We'll see though. This is gonna be tough. This is interesting stats that I've read about the Bengals too. For this the offense now. Burrow is, I think, the number one quarterback against the blitz, which is Baltimore's favorite thing to do. Yeah. So that's going to be very interesting. I'm actually thinking that Jamar Chase is going to have another monster 150-ish game, getting at least one big 60, 70-yard touchdown. That's my belief for this game, because I don't see how the secondary is going to bottle that up. They can't stop the deep pass at all. I know Humphrey's going to be there. I want to see if Humphrey stays on him one-on-one, but I don't think he's going to be athletic enough to catch Chase. Chase is ridiculous. He's a specimen. So that's going to be a fun matchup to watch. And I also want to see, this offensive line is playing a lot better than everybody anticipated. So I'm actually very interested to see if they continue this, if they can bottle up this blitz for Burrow. What happens? This is going to be a very exciting game. Very excited. I can't wait for it, man. This is the only game to me worth watching, to be 100% honest, this week. True. This week's bad.
It's bad. It's bad matchups everywhere. But
it's bad week.
I want Baltimore for doing this game, but I'm really interested. Especially since we said that Baltimore has to lose some way, sometimes some way.
Yeah, like, dude.
And then it's like, you look at the schedule, it's like, they're doing this against a very difficult schedule. And they're playing like this. I'm telling you, very scary, very scary.
Yeah, they in the playoffs, they're locked.
Like, especially since, even though they're winning it like this, they have like 13 players on IR. Like
that's why I thought they were going to lose.
I understand they're beating the hell on both sides of the ball. They lost on Ronnie Stanley.
It's officially done now. Yeah,
for the season, which I said, oh, that's really, really, really bad. But the fact that they can overcome the odds against an improved Cincinnati Bengals team, you got to start saying, is this the Baltimore Ravens Super Bowl team that people have been craving for?
That I'm not accepting.
I'm still be asking questions.
No, definitely. Yeah. That's definitely.
Is it? But
because they're too injured. You're not gonna tell me they're gonna win a Super Bowl with this injured team. I'm sorry. If they were healthy, this might have been their year.
It's scary.
This might have been their year.
But
they're injured. They don't even have Sammy Watkins either. Like, they have literally nobody catch the ball.
And from how he's throwing for 400 yards, it's ridiculous. I'm telling you,
Chargers suck.
Lamar Jackson is starting to win me over a little bit. So are you saying, you know what? Maybe
I don't want to admit it. I already did admit it. I'm talking about this week too.
Saying he's a
MVP
quarterback.
Jackson.
He's a quarterback. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But
a lot of people gonna be like, "You told you nothing because he ain't played like this the last few years." So stop it.
You know what I'm saying? So,
this is different.
He's built different. But Burrow, I think Burrow's gonna be okay. If he plays well, then you'll be like, okay. First of all, Cincinnati has they finally got it right. I believe they finally got it right.
Top 5 quarterback according to PFF. Top 5 grade. Biatch.
This is gonna be a really good game. I'm
not biased at all.
I would have rather seen this game on Sunday Night Football.
Heck yeah. Definitely.
This would have been perfect. But
I feel like if that happened though, that would have favored Baltimore. On the bright lights at their house, I think they would have probably put the smacks.
Yeah, probably.
On Cincinnati. So I'm kind of thankful it's at 1 o'clock. Gives the Bengals a bigger chance to me personally. Everybody knows about the last few years how Baltimore goes at M&T in the dark light. Oh man,
and they just beat the hell out of everybody.
Yeah, like that's how they do, man. That's how they are.
But we'll see.
Yeah, that's Kansas City. So yeah,
we're done here.
That was that.
Yeah, that was
Baltimore, right? When they beat up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Baltimore, beat the shit out of them in Baltimore.
Well, I didn't beat the shit out of them.
But I'm talking about as far as they beat mentally, they beat the shit out of them.
They did beat them, yeah.
Yeah, mentally, like it was pretty bad. But yeah,
in that second half,
they fight. We're done here.
Yeah, we are done here.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We're on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play Radio, Stitcher Play Radio, at Podcast Dynasty on Twitter. We're on Facebook and Instagram. Be a part of the conversation. Next week, we will be having our live show, our end of the month live show. Because you loved it so much and been craving for another one.
See, we give you what you want.
Every week, I ask you what's the next live show. And we got you this time. So I'm going to put it in the group by Sunday so we know what day exactly we're going to do it. And
we know what day. It's gonna be Friday.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to make sure that everything is correct.
Yeah, you put it. I'm saying, but it's gonna be Friday.
Yes, it'll be this on Friday on the.
That's the 29th, I think.
29th of Friday. Yeah. We'll figure out the time before, probably by the week. But we know you'll be there. Trust me, we know you will be there. this is for you guys. Yeah, make sure you check out the NBA portion of Sports 90 podcast. Well, if you got listen to the part where we talk about our predictions, stuff like that, and what a week for the NBA so far.
Yeah, yesterday. What was yesterday? Because we had an episode again yesterday. What was it? What was it I uploaded? I think they went over opening day and marquee matchups. There should be one tomorrow talking about today's slate of games, if I'm not mistaken. And they're gonna talk about that all 75.
Oh team. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Some massive slubs. Dwight Howard.
Massive slubs. Klay Thompson. Yeah, I
might have to go on that episode now that I think about it, because I have things to say. Because we'll talk about Klay Thompson. This is not about. I'll talk if I'm in that episode. I'll talk about it.
Yes, absolutely. But but check us out. We'll see you guys soon. Peace, love, and episodes.